Hey y'all, it's V the CPA Scholar, and we got Queen Ellie here, and we watched yet another movie. So I think we're gonna make this something called Right Quick Reviews. Thanks for the name. Anyways, Right Quick Reviews, and I took her down the wonderful world that I like to go down every once in a while, and that is on the wonderful world of Tubi. I saw there was some on Tubi, and I said, okay, we got a hot minute, and it was only like an hour and 10 minutes, which is not even really a whole movie all the way. And we watched a movie called Omission with Don Brumsfield. So we're going to make this right quick. I guess I can talk about the movie start. Well, first of all, what the hell did we just watch?
On this episode of Tubi.
What did we just watch?
Felt like an episode of Passions.
Yeah, it was. Do y'all remember Passions, that old school soap opera? That
was missing the midget.
Yeah. I don't know if you're supposed to say that word.
I mean the little
person. But either way, Passions was a crazy soap opera back in the day. It had wizards and witches and people Anyways, this was just as believable. Either way, we meet what's the lady's name?
What's her name again? It was something real common.
Anyways, we meet a lady and she's with her son, and it looks like it's a beautiful life. And she's sitting there making pancakes for her son. They singing Bible hymns and everything. And
praying before school.
Before she dropped them off, and she stand up. And baby, these BBLs killing y'all. That body was a made for TV body, but the booty looked real. We decided the booty was real, right?
Yeah, the booty was real.
But her body was whamming. She goes outside. She's speaking to the neighbors. Then she dropped the kid off at school, and she promptly go to a hotel. We like that. No, you were like, dang, she doing well. She doing too well. She got money, got a nice car, a nice house. I wonder what she doing. She says going too well for something bad not to happen.
Everything is too right. Something is up. Well, I thought she was a drug dealer.
Yes, she said she was a drug dealer. And boy, she pulled up to the hotel, and some man with some sexy sugar daddy with a beard and a turban walked up.
Dropped the money on the dress.
And she dropped to them knees, and I said, Lord.
She's an escort.
She was doing something strange for some change.
Choice of words.
Yeah. And she was making good money too.
Just don't try to make it sound right.
No, she was making look, she used my whole government name. But anyways, listen. She was making what, $800 a day, because she said she liked the job because she worked 3 hours a day, 3 days a week, and it took care of all her bills.
But that was only for the OnlyFans.
I don't know, but she said she made enough to make her bills.
She was escorting and doing OnlyFans 3 days a week.
And then her friend showed up, the one with the broke foot, because they were supposed to go to the club.
They did.
And she was more ratchet than the escort. The escort lady was supposed to be all classy based. She was in PTA. She was doing HOA. All the associations.
She found out at the end she was the president of the HOA.
So she was doing the thing. So her friend came and got her, right? Her friend came to take her out. Her friend was kind of ratchet, and she had a broke foot, but they were gonna go. They was gonna be outside, and she gave the lady a whole speech about how you go to how you sucking.
She wanted to know how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, escorting and then go to church every Sunday. And when she said that, I said, "Well, we about to find out how she feels."
Yeah,
because something is about to go down.
Yeah. And then they go out, and there's this guy in the club that the best friend is talking. Well, everybody in the club is trying to get at the one girl who had all that body, who's all classy based looking. And the best friend ends up meeting a guy in the club, right? And she ends up leaving with that guy. But as they're going out, a bald-headed lady walked in with a crowbar,
looking for somebody. But you know, I'm really surprised. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe that's what the To Be Continued is for, because she ain't go crazy in the movie.
Yeah.
There was no episodes of the wife going crazy.
Yeah, so she walking in. At this point, we don't know if somebody's wife going to go, Marcus, where you at? I know his name. His name was Marcus.
Marcus!
Yeah. So they're like, that lady crazy. So the friend messed with the dude that she met at the club, had a one-night stand, and was like, I can't stand dudes when we do one-night stands because they keep calling you. And they know they have a wife. Keep that in mind.
Everybody married.
Everybody in this thing.
Except for the escort.
Except for the escort, yes. So she goes to go buy some clothes, and there's a dude in there who was doing DoorDash. Because they kept... Did DoorDash sponsor this movie?
His wife, they didn't say DoorDash. They said a dasher.
A dasher?
Yeah, and the wife was talking... His wife was talking cash shit. Like, you don't make the money right here. They had a nice house. I know it wasn't his money, not dashing.
Well,
but you know what? You can make a lot of money dashing, but not... She was the one. I think she was doing CNA, but she might have been an escort too.
Yeah, because we figured out. Okay, so the escort met the man, the DoorDasher. It's a DoorDash and escort love story. But
I knew it was going on. They both was gonna read their decisions. Yeah. Because this man cheating on his wife.
Yeah, but
and the woman is living a double life.
Yep. And
how she gonna fall in love with a DoorDasher?
And all this happened in an hour and 10 minutes. But she meets the DoorDasher, and he comes out. She was in there. He hollers at her. She comes out. He said his car broke down. It turns into a love montage, them kicking it together, falling in love. Then it turns over to the lady. He's in bed with the bald-headed crazy lady, the wife. We don't know that when the movie first starts. And she's clowning him. She was like, when you gonna get a real job? But you said DoorDash.
He talking about he going to work. She's talking about you ain't got no job. Your ass a DoorDasher. But we know DoorDashers can make money. It depends on how they do it.
But she was acting all the way up and
clowning him. We ain't knocking the DoorDashers.
Yeah, we DoorDashers are welcome here.
Heart.
But she was like, you would have been gone from my house. You lucky that the D is good, or you would have been gone. So I said, this lady kind of ratchet. She bald head. Might she be? I ain't gonna judge. Then she came out in them damn scrubs, and that's when we found out she was.
I don't know if she was a CNA or a nurse, but she was in the medical field, and she was on that bush.
Yeah. So he falling in love with the lady, with the escort. The wife is cussing him out at home, getting all in his face. I guess she's not fit, feminine, and friendly. Those of you who know. But anyway, she cussed him out. So he leaves, and he's kicking it with that lady every day. And he came home smelling like perfume because they went out to go have pizza. And she tried to fight him because he smelled like perfume. The wife did. Mm-hmm. So the escort never told him, hence the movie being called Omission, that she was an escort. So she kicking it with him during the day.
And he never told her that he was married.
Yes. So in between his DoorDashes, they going to eating pizza and falling in love. And he don't know. So
and she been losing money.
Yeah, she been losing money, kicking it with this dude.
I mean, it didn't say that in the movie, but I know that's what was happening.
Well, I asked you how he had so much. I said he needed to get a real job so he could why he wouldn't have all that time to be cheating.
I told you clocked in. He clocked in after he went to go see her.
Man.
And he clocked in right from her driveway.
Yeah.
Right when he leaving, he clock in the DoorDash. You better stop playing money all day, 24/7.
But it gets deeper. So he all in love with the lady. So he takes her to a party with all his friends. And who's at this party with all his friends? It turns out the man that was kicking it with her best friend was married, and him and his wife was there. Then another homeboy was there with his wife. Then he was there with the escort. We like,
where his wife?
Where his wife at? And you other wives,
and they all know his wife.
Yep. And they were playing tonight's conversations and being all Love Jones and Black Excellence and drinking and having a good time. But they were drinking Faygo. If you're from Detroit, you know. I know. But either way, they were living it up, eating chips, drinking Faygo, and playing cards. And then the homeboy calls him in the kitchen. He was like, you can't really cuss till 15 minutes in, and it's a right quick review. But called him in the kitchen and was like, I smashed. And dude was like, what? And he was all like, oh, she all that, da. No, I smashed.
Gave her some money.
And she busted wide open. And then so he was like, what, you lying? So he's like, no. And then he went, he didn't even say, excuse me, let's excuse her.
No, he snatched
that escort lady out, went outside. Everybody went outside. They arguing. And he was like, he was like, why you ain't tell me you was selling that dirty pee?
That you was a boozing.
You don't boozing we? If you speak Creole, you know what that means, and you can take context clues.
Or if you from Florida, you know what a boozing is.
So he was like, you was selling that dirty puss around the place, and you was coming to me. But guess what? She was selling it, but she told him she was waiting until they fell in love to smash. So everybody was getting it. but him. So I think that's the real reason he was in his feelings. So he's
hell no, that's the real reason. Nigga, she a whole damn escort. Don't no man want to find out that the woman they smashing is an escort.
Man, so they all out there, and the dude who said he smashed, I don't even know why he told in front of his wife and everybody. It didn't make any sense.
Well, he didn't tell in front of them.
But what he thought was going to happen?
He told them to the side while they were still there.
So when he was calling her dirty puss, he was like, your homeboy, he said, you was begging to take
Why
it.
everybody came outside?
Why
did everybody come outside? While they were having this one-on-one?
I have no idea. To get embarrassed? You know, people have embarrassment and audacity to hand out to everybody. But she was like, you talking about my puss dirty. You was begging to taste it. And your homeboy tasted. He know it's good. She said, I get paid good. I do good pleasure. She was bragging. She basically was like, yeah, I'm the LeBron of escorts. So she was putting it out there that she was good. Then she was like, so now dude who ratted out is in trouble. She turned and looked at the dude that had smashed her best friend. He was like, oh, let me excuse. He cleared it. He got out of there, right? So what happened after that?
That's when the wife came out, the one she smashed her, the wife came out and told that he was married.
Yes.
And that's when she finally was married. Not everybody is heartbroken.
Because there was so much omission. We skipped a part because remember, she's a prostitute with a heart of gold. So she helped him fulfill his dreams of writing a book.
In the melee of all of this, he's working on writing a book. He doesn't want to be a dasher. What was the exact phrase he said? You're speaking life into me.
While my wife is, well, he never said his wife. He said
while others are taking it away, or whatever the heck the case may be.
Build
so
a Negro.
Was actually building him up, and she was having conversations in between all of this mess of them not knowing about or not omitting whatever the hell they got going on, that she saw the very much potential in him to build him up as, you know, her mother saw her father. So it was like they were falling in love. It was like real.
And she submitted.
But they had some big secrets.
She submitted his story and everything to be in a short story contest so he could read, y'all. Butterflies in the sky. I could fly twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. We building niggas. But anyways, like I said, don't mind me. I was irritated. So they were all around doing what they were doing, and then so they broke up. But the funny scene was when he was like, so you was sucking whatever and coming and kissing your mouth. She was like, well, you was doing your wife, and the one lady was like, ugh, this a walking STD. Bro, and her husband standing next to her.
That sound like an STD. Yeah. That was the crazy. That shit was the funny part of the movie.
Yeah, and then so it's a year later. And she goes and she's walking around.
He's gonna release his book.
He's a New York Times bestseller, looking good. Oh, he divorced the wife.
Yeah, he divorced the wife.
The wife said something loud too.
But he divorced the wife before he got some.
Yep. Oh yeah, he smashed.
So she actually considered herself a homewrecker. Yeah.
So she said, "Now you got all of me." Because remember, she gave her heart and built him up.
After they smashed.
And after they smashed, he said, "You have all of me." And then she left a note, and then she left a Dear John letter.
And just cleared it for a whole year.
So he's at his book signing. He see her.
She pull up to the book signing.
Sign a book, and he thinking like, "Oh hey,
I meant to tell you, I want to run this past you real quick. I want to work things out." Bam. But she pulled up with her new fiance. But you know, we had to know something like that was coming, because somebody that know your past like that, it ain't gonna be right trying to marry you. And you was even saying that, you was like, well, now when they out, if a nigga know her, he gonna act funny. She knew that. Yeah, so she looked like she went to a whole nother city to go find some man. Well, she stopped doing what she was doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she had that vision board.
She quit. Yeah.
And she had paid off her finances and stuff. So.
Yeah, she did everything she was doing. She accomplished all her goals with her kudos.
But either way, the movie ended with the dude who was cheating on his wife, but she ain't find out, with the escort's best friend coming to tell the wife that the escort's getting married, and old boy said Marcus is gonna go ahead and bust up the wedding. So he said Dwayne Wayne style. It was to be continued because the big he was because it's a Tubi movie. You got and Sis said she could write a Tubi movie. I said, heck, me too. I could write a Tubi movie. Have a crazy movie. We gonna put some out here in these streets.
Palm Beach Finest.
Yeah, I already started writing some. She gonna help me finish it. It's gonna be. So either way, he was like, I'm so glad we don't got those problems. And he kissed his wife to get his Uber to leave. Probably to go cheat. And why did the escort's best friend call his wife and say
he cheated on her with?
And said, it was so good last time. And the wife turns in the camera and said, what he don't know won't hurt him. And it hit you with a to be continued. Y'all, that was our right quick review. What did you think of the movie real fast?
Man, I don't know what I think. It was so much stuff going on. I'm still lost.
I thought it was a little something.
It was good. I gotta say the acting was okay.
Yeah,
it was all right. But for the most part, I'm gonna give it this because we gotta see the to be continued because they always cutting stuff off when it get juicy.
Yeah, because the other thing we watched the other day, I heard her feelings. I had her watching. If you haven't seen Unfaithful on Tubi, please watch it. It is insane. But anyways, you know who I want to shout out to? Who inspired me to do these reviews because she's everything. If you haven't checked her out, her name is Kenny JD and she does Bad Movies in a Beat. And she helped me with my love affair of Tubi or helped it grow. So let me know. Go watch the movie and come back. If not, just...
What's the name of the movie again?
Omission. And it stars Don Brumfield from Black Ink Chicago. His big ass, my crush.
It's a lot of good
it was a
good looking people.
Melanin and beauty. So with that being said, love who loves you. May God bless you with everything that you need. And CPS Scholar and Queen Ellie are out.
Right
Let
quick.
Let me know if you like this right quick. Bye, y'all.